So I want to talk about how do we actually go about selling high ticket products to our YouTube audience? Because chances are, if you're watching this, I hope if you're watching this, you're a YouTuber who has amassed like 10, 20, 30, 40K subscribers. You can even have upwards to 100, 200, 300K. Chances are, with your audience, is that you may be sitting on the potential to be charging 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, $5,000 per person to a specific subset of your audience. You are probably most likely sitting on the ability to actually charge high ticket services and products to your YouTube audience. It's one of those things like where most YouTubers, for example, they just don't know how to build offers. They don't know that they are solving a problem with their free content, like with the videos that they post. So it's like they're solving a problem with their free content. But there are people in our audience who would be very willing to pay you further for extra help, for more personalized help, for more step-by-step guidance on on that specific problem that you solve. And these people would be very, very willing to pay you 2K, 3K, 4K for a product like where they get step-by-step instructions, they get direct access to you. Most YouTubers solve a problem with their YouTube channels and their audience that they have amassed, the subscribers that they have gained, has been because of that. Like has been on the because of that process. As in, like they're solving a problem with their free content, so they're attracting people who subscribe and want to stay on the channel, so that maybe for perchance you could solve future problems, or so that they can get just more guidance on the videos that you post. So YouTubers, most of you guys are sitting on the ability to actually charge for paid solutions to the major problems that your audience has. And I mean, dude, you're sitting on thousands to tens of thousands of dollars per month. Like literally, you're sitting on that much amount per month because YouTubers are simply just relying on AdSense and sponsorships, and they want to focus on getting more subscribers and more views to increase their income. Even though late at night they literally can't even stop posting videos, because if they stop posting videos, they don't make any money for the month. Their income's gonna reduce. Um, they're not gonna get that many people onto their channel as much because they're not posting. You feel as if, like, most likely that if you stop posting content, stop posting YouTube videos, that you and not even you feel, this is actually probably true, you would lose on a lot of the income and revenue that you're trying to make from your YouTube channel for that month. And then by default, just because of that, you're going to struggle with paying your car payment or your rent or something of that nature. Yeah, it's simply just not enough. Like, you need to shift from from relying on methods that include you 100%. Like, for example, like you if you don't make a video, you don't make money for the month. That is so, like, unleveraged, as in, like, it's going to, of course you're going to be on like a hamster wheel, sort of like on posting content, because if you don't post, you're not going to make money for a month. You need to find a ways to implement, for one, ways that you can get more money from this thing that you're doing, as well as perhaps you can make a certain amount per month, like recurringly, as in it comes in every single month, no matter what happens, no matter if you even post, no matter what. When I say stuff like this, I'm talking in the form of, excuse me, I'm talking in the form of like high ticket products. Like, I'm talking about in the form of digital paid products, and you implementing that into your YouTube business. So let's just lay out step by step how you can actually start to sell high ticket products for YouTube audience. Like, this is practical, this is actionable, this is something that you could actually do within the next week. First things first, I want you to figure out if with your YouTube videos, do you solve a major problem? Like, do you get somebody to a desired end result just with the free content? Because if you can figure out that, if you get somebody to a desired result with your free content, say the subscribers that you have amassed and have grown with, and if you get them to the end result, you can, for one, also Like look through your comments and see if people have said that you helped them with this certain result. Um, you can see if people have been asking you for advice and tips on how to better get to this end result. Basically, I want you first to see if your YouTube channel who helps the viewer get to a specific end result, a specific solution. If that's the case, you have the foundation, basically a premise to be able to eventually create something that where they have to pay you further in order to get a deeper, more specific, more practical, more actionable, more specific to the person buying, specific to the customer product, like where you help them get to their result faster and easier. So I want you to first identify if you're a YouTuber who specifically helps people with that through your free content. Then the next thing you need to do is you need to actually directly speak to your audience as well as do research and look through the different things that your audience is saying to you based on this problem that you solve with your content. So for example, one, you should definitely do market research. Set up the ability to where you can directly speak to your audience, whether it's on YouTube or if you're on a different social media platform. Set it up so that you can directly speak to them, hear what they have to say, listen to their problem, and see, figure out like what they want from your channel. Figure out like what they have been struggling with. Figure out like what their goals are. That's going to give you the premise to be able to figure out. Okay, cool. I know their problems, I know their desires, I know what they want, I know what they're struggling with. Now that gives you the premise to be able to figure out, okay, cool. What can I create to solve this problem, to solve this desire? So market research for sure. That's going to be your biggest lever, talking directly to your audience. Your next thing you can do is look through your comments, look through and ask and see what people are saying about your comments, or saying through your comments about this problem or desire. Figure out like what people are acting for. People figure out what people need help with, figure out what people want from your channel in the future. Just look through your comments. And also another bonus tip that you can do is look through your competitors' comments. See what people are saying under your competitors' videos. See what they're saying about this and that. Like see what they basically value. If you can do that, you can basically kind of come up with an idea of basically what your audience wants, what they're struggling with, what they desire, and then from there you can figure out a solution based on their major problems and major desires and basically what they want from your channel. So that's number two. Number three, because this is like okay, so you can use like the feedback to kind of create an offer basically around what your audience most desires and what they're most struggling with. Create an offer, and in the offer, you want to get them to a specific end result in as little time as possible, and as quick as possible, and as streamlined as possible, and as step by possible. I'm not going to walk through a complete offer framework because there's other videos on YouTube for that. But basically, you want to basically get someone to a specific end result in as little time frame and as little risk as possible. So with the offer, you want to basically figure out like what your audience has been saying, and then with the offer, you want to put the offer in a specific vehicle that allows you to get them to their end result faster. So the main things you're basically solving for is person, the path, and the problem. We've already solved the person. We've already solved the problem. We now need to figure out the path, and the path is the actual vehicle that you're going to use to get them to the result. So, in this video, I'm specifically talking about high ticket products. So, in high ticket products, that's programs, that's coaching, that's even courses, for example, sometimes, and mentorships, etc. But there's also for different products that you can sell and different and based on what your audience has a problem with and based on also what the demographic of your audience, how much money they have, etc. You can sell like one-to-one coaching, like group calls, like maybe a low ticket course or a low ticket community, like excuse me, like $50 to $99 a month. You get as many people as possible. It just depends on what you're offering, what your audience needs help with, and just other factors like that. Because not every single audience is going to be able to afford high ticket products. But okay, let's get back to what we're talking about. This is how to sell high ticket products. So you basically want to the vehicle that you're going to choose based off this title is going to just be a program where it's they get one-to-one help with you as well as like a step-by-step guideline and framework on how to get from problem to solution. So with programs and mentorships, etc., and stuff like that, you can charge these like two, three, four. 5K, depending on the promise and result that you can get for the person. For example, for a 5K program, you have to be able to most likely get that person an extra $120,000 in annual recurring revenue. So basically, in annual recurring revenue, when you break that down from 12 months to just 1 month, that's just about $10,000 per month. So you want to be able to more than 10x the amount that you'd be making for that person. So for a 5K program, you can charge. I mean, even then, you could charge like 10K, but there's it gets like there's some factors with that. But yeah, that's just a basis. If you were selling a 5K program, you would most likely want to be able to get that person about 100K in annual recurring revenue. And then you can apply that to when you want to maybe charge for 3K, 4K, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so we were trying to solve path, and basically the path is going to be either because we're doing high ticket products, it's going to be high ticket coaching, and maybe you do high ticket coaching where you charge 1 to 2K slash a mentorship, or you do where this is my preferred method, high ticket program where you do coaching on top of the fact that your audience and customers get a specific roadmap plan slash guide that gets them from problem to solution. So with that, you've already identified the problems that your audience wants from the market research, from the research, through the comments, through competitors' research. You figured out basically the problem. Now, with the high ticket vehicle, the high ticket program, for example, you have to figure out how to create the program so that you can get them in a very step by step, very actionable, very low risk, very hold your hand type of type of thing where you get them from problem to solution. If you can figure that out by creating the offer amazingly, like creating an offer and making sure it's specifically what they want. Setting up your VSL, set up your landing page, optimizing your sales process so that you can get as many people who actually want your stuff in the first place. Set up your messaging and your marketing so that you can attract these type of people. Then you focus on funneling these people into this high ticket program. You want to sell it before you actually build because it's the people who first purchase it with their real money. Those are the people who are going to actually be able to build the program in itself. You can't build a program before you actually have people undergo kind of like the curriculum and kind of undergo from problem to solution, because when they from problem to solution, you're going to be able to get direct feedback and direct know-how of okay, what works, what doesn't work, what do I include, what don't I include, and then you'll be able to write your program and build your program as you undergo and get people from problem to solution. So these people are going to be the first people that join your program, and these are going to be the people that actually make up the foundation and basis of your program for the future and future customers. So in this program, you just want to make sure you get as many results for your customers as possible. Nothing matters if the product isn't the best thing on the market. If the product isn't good, forget this entire video. You can even cancel off and leave me a dislike, because if you don't have a product, if the product isn't optimized so that you're getting amazing, amazing results for your customers, then forget everything else. You're not going to be able to sell high ticket products long term, at least. So this is just a simple, sort of a simple step-by-step breakdown. Of course, there's a lot of different levers that go into it, and there's a lot of different factors that kind of go into it and more specifics. If you want, I can discuss it with you, the specifics and how to do so, and how to do everything step by step for your YouTube channel. But I mean, I gave you this game because I mean you can implement it for yourself. I just want YouTubers to get off just the content hamster wheel, and I want YouTubers to not have to rely solely on AdSense and sponsorships and basically just other companies paying them. Like, let's get financial freedom. Let's actually have the life we want. Let's monetize our audience from the people who actually like us for us, and let's be successful and happy. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Peace.